Equations of horizontal and vertical lines. So this seems kind of counterintuitive to what we've known and learned so far about x coordinates and y coordinates. We know that x coordinates are our domain. That's going to affect our side-to-side movement. That's our x-axis. But whenever we plot something that is x equals 3, that means we're going on the x-axis and plotting a point at 3 on the x-axis. You would think that this would create a horizontal line since x is horizontal movement, but it's not. The only way that this will cross through the point is by creating a vertical line. And so what this is going to do is going to end up creating walls on your x-axis or limits, those types of things. And that's to come later. Now, the same is going to hold true whenever we have a y value, but it's going to be opposite. So whenever we go on our y-axis and we plot a point, say, for example, at -1, then the only option we're going to have is to draw a line horizontally through it, because if we did it vertically, it would just be on the y-axis the whole time. Now, whenever we plot an x-coordinate and it's going to be at, say, -2, like in this first graph, that means that the x-coordinate is always going to be -2. The y values will go infinite in both up and down. So you can see why this would not pass a vertical line test. If we have a y value plotted, that means that the y value will always remain the same, but we'll have infinite possibilities for our x along that line. So x will change, but y will never change. So whenever we talk about doing this, we see that y equals 3. So I'm going to go to my y-axis, I'm going to plot it at 3. Now, I know that whenever I am going to plot a point, that if I wanted to make this go through the point vertically, you could see it would just be on the y-axis. It could be y equals -5, still going to be on the y-axis. That's why we have to create a horizontal line crossing through at y equals +3. This is just going to be something that you're going to need to remember. It's going to be something that kind of makes sense once you start plotting the points and drawing lines through them. You're like, this is kind of really the only way it can be. Whenever y is at -5, let's go ahead and plot it. So y is at -5. Okay, then only a horizontal line will cross through your y point. Okay, let's take a look at x equals +4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was on the y-axis. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. X at +4. And you can see the only way we can have a line crossing through that, because we can't put it on the x-axis, it's not going to do anything. So we are going to be creating a vertical line through an x-coordinate. Something that requires a little bit of practice and is something to remember. Just keep an eye out for it.